Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, sorry. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sunshine. Today we're going to be reviewing things in a box. These things in the box are pretty epic. But again, we haven't played this yet. So if he tells you otherwise, he's a liar. He's a fraud. He's committed several crimes against
humanity.
Yeah, against humanity. He's currently plotting to overthrow the city council. So, send reinforcement.
Send reinforcements. Good one. That's right, folks. Tonight, thanks to our good friend James L., he alerted me to the fact that Games Workshop, a company we normally don't do a lot with, is bringing back my all-time favorite game, miniature war game that is. That would be Epic Space Marines or Titan Legions. I did not like Epic 40K. Epic 40K was a crap game. We can argue about it in the insult section below. But about a year and a half ago, I picked up this game, Adeptus Titanicus, which is a little bit, I think, like 2 mil larger scale version of Titan Legions. And the little guy and I played Epic Space Marines a few years back, and summer's coming, and I was thinking, hey, let's play some Space Marines. And then James L. told me that Games Workshop is bringing back Epic in the near future, within 6 months, a year or so, and hopefully, supposedly, it's going to be compatible with this game, Adeptus Titanicus, the Horus Heresy.
Games Workshop. Is anything compatible?
Yeah, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. And this will also be compatible with another game we actually enjoyed quite a bit, Aeronauticus Imperialis. You enjoyed the hell out of that.
I hated it because you won.
Other than that, had you won?
Had I won, it would have been amazing, but it's too susceptible for cheating, clearly.
Anyways, we're going to play this game and that game over the summer in the hopes of getting ready for the release of,
hopefully something.
I'm not sure exactly what they're going to call it. I'm going to call it Epic Space Marines because that's pretty much what it is. Now, I opened this up just yesterday, and I started reading the book, and it's got a lot of fluff and a lot of lore in it before you even get to the rules. And the rules section is actually kind of minimal, not quite the old Epic scale. It's got this kind of a cool little, not really a poster, but a pinup that I may just put up on the wall to get my ass motivated. Oops, I said a swear. And
he's going to be deported after this, alright? We're going to send him to...
What, Chile or Lithuania?
Why Chile?
I don't know, it's just random thing. Now...
I mean, Lithuania makes sense, but... Why?
But what did they do? They do to deserve that?
They'll just put you on a helicopter.
Probably. Now, it contains the sprues for 6 various Titans, 2 of each of the 3 smaller size, and as you can see, this is a lot of sprues and a lot of tiny, tiny little parts to make up what used to be a 4-part model that was just fine in the old days. We were happy as hell to get the old Warlord Titans and the Reavers and the Warhounds.
Remember that one that you sold and then bought and then got stolen?
Yeah.
That's a big rip.
Yeah, I had this Reaver Titan that I painted up purple and gold.
It was blue and gold.
It was
blue and gold. You're not going to, this is more of your slander, your lies, your revisionist history, okay? This is simply, it's an utter falsity, alright? It's balderdash.
Wow. I guess the hat is allowing him to bring back words from the turn of the previous century. But the point was I bought this Warlord, not even Warlord. It was a Reaver Titan. I built it, I painted it, I loved the hell out of it, but then I decided for some dumb reason to sell it, and then I managed to buy it back on eBay. Pachow, see my eBay videos below, and then someone stole it, and I was really bummed. And
do you think you know who it is?
There's only 2 people it could have possibly been, and I'm hoping that I'm wrong and that I just misplaced it, but I've gone through hundreds of boxes and no dice, but lots of other cool things that I forgot about. But hopefully I'll put one together and paint it up similarly. This game's got your basic cards that you need, and cards aplenty. Something I noticed right off the bat were these strategy cards that are similar to other mechanics from previous games, where you get X number of cards depending on how many points you play, and at some point in the game, depending on what the card says, you play some strategy card like landmines, and your poor opponent suddenly gets smacked out of nowhere with a bunch of landmines. I like the templates. I wish they were orange like the old ones, so it's like an explosion like it's supposed to be, or a flame blast. But the fact that they're clear, epic, so you can literally see through the template, when you're trying to line up a shot to see if you hit, your opponent. And then, the instructions, again, overly complicated, but the detail is phenomenal. I mean, just look at that. That's an epic giant robot. That's going to be a lot of fun, and you can only get 2 of these, so 1 per side for me and the little guy. And once I assemble them, he and I will paint them up. I really like the miniature bases. These sizes give us a good indicator of how big the different miniatures are going to be, and because of the cool large size, that means I get to do what?
I don't know.
Put all kinds of cool crap on the base.
Oh, okay.
We were just talking about that with James a moment ago. Because I like to do up the bases.
Yes, he does, and I do as well.
And put rocks and trees and all kinds of broken stuff, and a huge bag of D6s and specialty dice that will stay with this, so they don't technically go into my dice bag. Therefore, they're not technically part of the 20 dice I have, because I always keep.
Do you only have 20 dice?
In my dice bag, yeah, I've only got about 20 dice. And it did come with a small
How many
amount.
dice are in this house?
Thousands.
Thousands?
Probably.
Really?
And it came with a small bit of terrain sprue that I'm not sure what it's for. I'll have to look, because there were no instructions for that. But something that I did think that was actually really cool, because back in the old day, water slide transfers, you'd have to pay for them separately, and I'm fond of using them, but these are so tiny. It's going to be a while before I get the confidence to put them together. More little cards, a clear plastic ruler, very reminiscent of the original ruler from the original Space Marine game. But, you don't have to measure with a measuring tape or any of that craziness. It's nice and simple. Of course, there's 2 rule sheets for each player. So, it looks like it's going to be a fun, relatively simple 2-player game that we can, knock out in an hour once we learn everything and do it. And hopefully we'll get to play it, during the summer before you go on vacation to Mexico. And, who knows, if we do it right, maybe have Alex film us or something like that during the day, do a live, playthrough. But I'm really, I'm not even. You know how many people have been requesting us do that? The biggest one was for Giant Monster Rampage. People want to see us play that game. Maybe I'll film you and Alex playing. And stomp.
The letter M.
The letter M?
3 times.
What's that? I don't know what you're talking about. Share with the audience at home, why don't you?
I'm aware that you're sharing that marble with Connell, and it's his turn right now.
Oh, Marble Brain. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
he's not here tonight.
Yeah.
He's doing, uncle things. So give him a break. But there you have it, folks. I just wanted to thank our friend James for alerting me to the fact that one of my favorite games is coming back. The little guy, despite his enthusiastic demeanor, really did.
Yes, it's very epic. Here's one singular problem with your statement. Alright, so, basically.
Time. Little guy's got a very short window of game time over the vacation. He's worried that he's not going to get to do all the other, teenager things. And I told him, don't worry. You'll get plenty of time, He's only got to hang out with his dad for a couple hours a day. Might as well make it gaming as he goes into a coma of dread. But, we'll keep you guys posted. But I wanted to, since we're doing a month of Giant Stompy Robots, I could not think of a better game to highlight than Adeptus Titanicus. If you guys are fans,
Yes.
let us know. Tell us what you like about it, what you hate about it. If you like the older versions better, because
Give me this.
I really have some fond memories of playing Epic Space Marines, Titan Legions from back in the 80s and 90s, back when Games Workshop was a little bit more user friendly. Now we'll give them a chance. We enjoyed Aeronauticus, and with with that success for us on our gaming table, I'm willing to give them another chance when it's a game that I've loved for so many decades. So until next time, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here? Oh God, I'm gonna have to burn those and melt those and bury them in the backyard just to make sure that never happens again. But say goodnight, Crazy.
Go ahead. Adieu.
Hey. Enough.
One more time.
You're scaring the
No,
normal people out
Chewy.
there.
Oh.
See, you scared the poor dog. Say goodnight. You wasted enough time.
Good night.